A sestina is a fun French form of poetry, and it's got basically 6 verses, or 6 sestets as it's called, or 6-line stanzas. So stanza, sestet, or verse is just the same word basically. So it's got 6 verses and 1 triplet at the end that basically concludes everything. The end of each line of the poem doesn't need to rhyme, but whatever end words you use in the first verse have to be used in the 2nd, 3rd, 4th and 5th and 6th verse. So it's quite a challenge, but the end words have to be in a different order at the end. So for instance, there's a poem called Sestina by Anthony Hecht. The end words are Rochester, snow, mind, making, island and natives. And then in the second verse, so the order is, if you like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but then in the second verse he changes the order. So the words are natives, Rochester, hand, snow, etc. So it's the same words at the end, but just in a different order. Comprendez? My question is this: how can this muddling up and repetition bring an essence to a poem? What would be a good theme? Maybe somebody nagging a child. Maybe the cyclical nature and frustrations of love. Sestinas don't have to rhyme at the end, but then you've got, after the 6 verses, you then have 3 lines where you have to use all of the end words in the last 3 lines to sort of conclude. So this kind of style is quite interesting and might lend itself well to telling jokes with its repetition, or sharing frustrations or something. So please below write some ideas for topics that would lend themselves well to the idea of a sestina, and I'll try and write you a poem on any topic you think will lend itself well to this style.
This motive got me feeling all proud. Like a lane wine at party, this is the hardest, like more proud. I'm trying to get lit to a hit like this girl. If you think this stinks, then it must be you, like shower. Cause I know it's more than hot. This motive got me feeling all proud. This motive got me feeling all proud. Like a lane wine at party, this is the hardest.
Pick it up now, Yah. Pick it up. Off the floor for Shiva's sake. You dirty boy, there's a bin. Over there, look, by the door. I'm not your auntie, your servant, your mum. You are living like this at your home? I bet you don't drop rubbish at home. Your mother, she makes you pick up after yourself, doesn't she, your mum? So be tidy, be neat, just for the sake of 2 extra seconds. You have to use the door. So put your baklava in the bin. I clean it out every day, that bin. I empty my bins just like at home. I am making you welcome. See the sign on the door, but your filthy habits just mess it all up. You should learn to be clean for the sake of your health and the health of your mum. I know who she is. Tracy, your mum. Shall I tell her you can't use the bin next time she comes in, for God's sake? She'll be saying, he don't do that at home. Do you do this at Towler's? Mess this shop up? Or is there something different about my door? Is it Gujabi name on my door? I'm not the same colour as you as your mum. You don't see my knees and my head's covered up. So you think I live to pick your stuff and put it in the bin. Don't you think I have a family, a home? Just like you, I don't work for you, I work for their sake. You say you're 10. Well, I hope for your sake you grow before you walk out your door. You'll have to learn when you own your own home. You do your own chores, not me and not your mum. You'll go mad when your kids won't use the bin. Just you wait and see. I'm not making this up. So go and clean up. See what that bin by the door. For sake of that and your mum, use that bin and not the floor. Then get along home. We play our games of unrequited love, that we should be discreet and deal deceit, was fitting in this history of art, of which I'd been a faithful part for years, spent etching sketches in the gallery. My dedication to my cause was real. firmly hooked, and you withdraw the real, at once ensnared, mistaking lust for love. Such love rebounds throughout the gallery. Cracked, painted faces know of such deceit. They've known the perils of those depths for years, concealing this truly weighty art. I cannot say how I should define art. Transcends the gulf between a dream so real and painted facts I had believed for years. Yet fact or fiction, where is cited love? Is love nothing else but a mean deceit? My mind starts whirling back to this gallery. I must escape this wretched gallery, skedaddle from encumbrances of art. I was misled, I learnt, I won't repeat. I've suffered ceaselessly for thing unreal, invisible illusion I call love. It seems I wasted many precious years. I wish I could reclaim those wasted years and wish I'd never known this gallery or heard that vicious lying word of love, found other studies, disregarded art, rejected abstract things, sought only real, avoided all confusion and deceit. But you still gaze at me through your deceit, your frame nailed firmly to the wall for years. In your grey eyes, I do not care what's real. I'd stay forever in this gallery and thank the one who preserved you as art. I distrust love, but seeing you is love. I do not mind the years, nor your deceit, for in this gallery is a truth that's real, for only those that love may know such art. Little Monster sat beside her bed and told her noisy tales that made her cry out. Loud with fear, she begged him to please stop, but he sang on until sunlight announced day. He disappeared then until the night sky brought shadows back to her again. Big Monster came to visit her again when she was older, sat beside her bed and sang songs of sorrow loudly through the night until her head ached and she cried out loud to leave her, but he stayed until the day broke, shadows left and the song came to a stop. For a while she thought the torment stopped and sleep was hers, but it started up again. Her mother's funeral tore her apart, and when the day was over, the dark sky shadowed her room and the monster came back to play. He called out all her darkest fears and sang all night. Little Monster moved in Christmas night, and though she thought she couldn't stop his mockery, he laughed when she cried out, reminding her she was alone again. And while he laughed, she drank a whiskey shot, and then another. He laughed, they sang until the day. Big Monster stayed with her and wouldn't move. Each day she slept a little bit, then walked the streets by night. She laughed now with the whispers that never left and clung to the monster where she ventured out. She muttered to him, wandering round and around again, and sang with Monster the song that would not stop. Her manic thoughts with muddled memories wouldn't stop, but her monster sang and talked with her all day. Sing, she shrieked, when silence fell and they began again. Her companion in the shadow streets each night, she heard the other spirits that called out and drifted her world to stay with them and sing till the song stopped again one frosty night and the monster faded out. Eyes closed, smile upon her face was how they found her on the New Year's Day.